Hey guys, and welcome back to the Vintage Oaks. We're on episode 3, and we're currently at the dealership. We're just following on from our last episode. I left you in one of the fields back at the farm, where we just fertilized and cultivated and everything else and prepped that field. I then jumped over into the other one and got that sorted. And then I was looking at contracts. So, what I'm thinking is that we take on a harvesting contract, which is currently 17,374. If we change that over to the general rundown, so it's this one here. So we've got to deliver 103,000 litres. What I'm thinking is that we can obviously pick up the straw swath from that as well. We already have the equipment to an extent, and that's why we're at the dealership. So we have a combine, we have a header, we've certainly got tractors. We have one trailer, grain trailer, but it's probably not going to be enough. But I keep saying about having all of this equipment lying around the farm, and we're not using it or doing anything with it. So it's time to consolidate. So what we're thinking is sell, 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 upgrade. So we can upgrade this, the TW to TW25 up to TW35. And just looking in the shop, if we go into here, we can customize and we can switch it for the TW35, which gives us 192 horsepower. And it's a free upgrade. So we'll do that now. So that's that one done. And then the rest of them, we said the Landini we're going to sell. So we could repair them, but we don't have enough money really to repair them. The mass is already repaired, that's fine. The Landini, they want 2 grand to repair. It's not going to be worth that. So what we'll do is we'll sell the Landini. We'll sell the Massey. I really do like the Massey. We may reinvest later on. And then the Bobcat is just running around doing absolutely nothing. So we'll sell that as well. The dump bucket with the thing can go back. Okay. So we've now got 73,887. 2 fairly decent sized tractors. This is at 192 and the other one I think is around about 160. I can't remember off the top of my head. We are limited by speed on this, so one thing I want to do is just have a look at what other options we've got here. So, medium tractors. Let's sort by power. Now, it goes from left to right, so the higher powered at the right-hand side. So, let's find... And yeah, we could go for another Ford. Do we need another tractor? That's the question. Or do we upgrade on the Fiat? So we've got the 160, 190. No, we don't want to sell that. It's the 160, 190. That's the 180. It's the only thing it never remembers your actual sorting. So let's go find the Fiat again. Because we could upgrade that if we don't... Well, they're already on 180s anyway. So we can't actually upgrade that one. So we've got a 180 and a 190. We need something around the 200 marks ideally. But I don't think we're going to get anything near that for the money we do have. Yeah, we're into the 126s. We still need a grain trailer. Let's just have a quick look through these. Yeah, we're not going to be affording that one. Let's sort by price then. It's the cheaper down on the left. And there is the Valtra there. What's that on 120? Add another 55 grand on. Soon becomes... I think we're going to have to speculate to accumulate here a little bit. And basically get the harvest out of the way. We need to look at the trailers because we definitely don't have anything too big. And it might be that we have to take out a loan. Something I'm quite happy to do. That's not a problem. But we just need to make sure that it all works out for us. So we want something a bit bigger than that, ideally. So 6'6". What's that? 22,000. That'd work. I don't think we need to change anything else on it. Could change it in for the. Let's go for the Massey Red. Yep, so we'll buy that one. Okay, so we've now got the trailer. We've got the trailer back at the farm as well. If we're baling, we're going to need some forks. So let's just pick those up as well. Yeah, so we need to, on the telehandler, we need some bale forks. So yeah, definitely telehandler. So 3 bales square. Yeah, that would work. So we'll go with that for now, I think. Yeah, that'd be fine. Buy that one. And let's just, while we're here, let's check in. Ah, no. And we could have. That's not at all annoying, is it? Let's just go into our trailers. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, what was I doing? Let's see if there was anything else in here. Bale trailers. We've got a bale trailer, but it's not very big at all. I think it's 20 foot. So, is there any of these that do us? Tell you what, we'll see how we get on and go from there. But what we'll do, whilst I'm thinking about it, is we will accept the harvest or the actual contract. Now it's field 24. I actually know where that field is. It's down here. Now the field on the map looks really medium-sized, shall we say, but I can guarantee you these fields are absolutely huge. And the drop-off point is East Coast Grain, which is over here, so we're having to run all the way across the map. We'll set up auto route and probably use course play throughout anyway, just to quicken things up, because I think the estimation for the actual job is around about an hour and a half, real time, that is, not in game time. So yeah, let's get things underway, and yeah, we'll head on down to the farm. We'll get the combine sorted, and we'll head on down to field 24. Okay, so we are wheels up and on our way. So we're just going to trek on down to field 24. So we've got the combine with the header. We've then got the Fiat that is pulling the baler. Then we've got the Merlot that's pulling a trailer at the moment. And then we've got the Ford that's pulling the wagon or the trailer that we've just bought. So, should all be trailing along nicely, yep. Like I say, it is a fair old distance down to here. But hopefully it'll pay off. But yeah, I would expect maybe £17,000 to £20,000 back on this contract. And like I said, I don't think the calculations take into account the actual bales that we can get from the actual field as well. So we'll set up the straw swath, obviously, to make sure that we get some off that, and we'll get them loaded. But yeah, I think we should do okay off this harvest. I was looking at some of the communal harvest and stuff like that, but I don't think they're going to be very beneficial to us at the moment. They take an awful lot of time. We don't have the equipment, so we'd have to lease that as well. Whereas with this, yes, we've had to invest, but I think it should see us in the long run. Certainly the bigger size trailer. And to be honest, we've still got £40,000 in the bank. It's not as though we've gone mad. So yeah, we should be okay, I think. Well, obviously time will tell. I assume everyone's still following. So yeah, the actual job, it did say it would be around 1 hour and 24, I think the actual contract says. But obviously there's scope for changing that. Where's the Ford? The Ford's probably lagging behind because it can only do a 19 mile an hour. Still no sign of it on that corner yet. We'll check on that in a second once it gets to the field. I suppose she'll keep the mini map open just so we actually know where we're going. Yeah, even more news has broken about FS25. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but it looks like, in keeping with the American theme, we're getting tornadoes, or twisters, as they're actually marketing them as. So yeah, that's certainly going to be interesting. I don't know if you've checked or you've caught up on things, but the general press release and the videos that they've put out, they all look really interesting. So I thought it would just be a visual effect to begin with, but actually it turns out that there is going to be crop damage and also something to do with the bales disappearing if you leave them out uncovered. And there was also a hint in one of their most recent press releases off the back of Gamescom that there was damage to buildings. Now, this was only in like a blog post sort of thing, so it'd be interesting to see what is going on with that, if anything. That would be quite cool, because then it gives you little side missions to do as you are farming, if that's the sort of thing you do. But the thing that I'm more excited about is what this means for modders. And there's also potential interaction with NPCs, so that could be absolutely huge as well. So we'll have to see how a lot of this works. More and more details are coming out each day, but yeah, we'll have to see what it transpires to be. But yeah, I'm quietly optimistic about it. Oxy's obviously released the news that his latest map's coming out as well, so yeah, quietly positive about it all, I think. Really looking forward to it. But we'll have to see, I think. Have you got it on pre-release already, or on pre-order? If so, let us know. I'd love to know how many of you have got it on pre-order, or how many people are waiting out for it. I'll definitely get it on pre-order, and see what we can do from there. See what series we can come up with. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this on the right hand side is field 24. I told you it looked absolutely massive, didn't I? So yeah, we'll just head into the field over here, because I know this lane stops. But it's a nice little... hopefully there's enough space to put a header trailer down. Ah, there is. There's loads, look. Okay, so what we'll do is just head in here. I may have just snooked myself a little bit. What we'll do is we'll just jump out here. Make sure everyone's teeing up. Okay, we'll get things sorted and connected, and then we'll meet you in the field. Okay, so we should be all set up now. We just need to make sure we've got the swath on. So that should be enabled. Just double check. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I don't expect it to be a massive yield, but yeah, we'll get cracking. We'll do a bit of a montage, because it is going to be a big old job, and we'll see you when it's done. We'll catch you in a minute.
a generation of my time. There is nothing we can do to stop this plague from breaking through. Don't
Well, that's that done. That took a lot longer than I expected or wanted it to. So we've actually gone into another day. So we're on the 3rd day of September. The harvest itself wasn't too bad, but yeah, all of the baling and stuff took a little longer than expected, and that's primarily down to two reasons: equipment and the sheer size of the fields. We've managed to make a fair bit of money, so we're now sitting at 94,000. I've not cashed in on the actual contract yet either, so we've still got that to come in, which I'll do once we've got back home. We've sent all of the equipment back there already, so yeah, I think we definitely need to look at what we're doing with the rest of this equipment. We upgraded the Ford, obviously. This combine did okay. The capacity is not too bad, but the yield on the actual field wasn't great anyway, so it's kind of negated that. We had to lease out a large bale trailer. And we also purchased a new grain trailer, purely just to help us out, because otherwise would have been stuck there forever. So we've now got a large grain trailer. We've sent the bale trailer back. Like I say, that was on lease, but it's certainly something we need to bear in mind when tackling these fields. That field isn't, by any stretch of imagination, the biggest field at all on this map. So what we might start looking at doing is beefing up some of this equipment, looking at where we can bring in multiple combines, things like that. But yeah, we'll have to have a look at how we carry on with the contracts and go from there. But yeah, we'll meet you back at the farm, and we'll work things out from there. Okay, so we are back at the farm. We are all cleared away and we've cashed in on the contract. So our balance, including the harvest and everything else, the equipment and everything, so we're sat at £112,000. Now, one thing we do need to think about is the sheer size of these fields. So that was 24 down here, and to be honest, a lot of the fields are similar, or certainly around about that size. Now, we struggled with that harvest, and it took a fair few, well, it took us all the way through 1 month. I mean, the fact that we didn't have a large bale trailer, things like that, I still think we need a large tractor. And potentially looking at another harvester. So that's what we need to get to at the moment. Just going to have a look to see what's in. So there is the 7R, which would be a large tractor for us. That's at 95,000 with 61% discount. That's an absolute bargain. So what we could technically do is, if we look at our tractors here, so we could trade in the Fiat or the Ford. It'd probably be the Ford that we get rid of, purely for the speed. It struggled with a few tasks in the actual contract as well. It'd be nice if we could have the 9000 John Deere as well, but hey. There's no point in selling the Dominator at the moment for 39,000. It just wouldn't get us anywhere. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So we'll probably... Got anything else? So we picked up obviously the new grain trailer. We'll keep hold of those two for now. The Merlot's fine. Bailey did okay. Yeah, we had to purchase the bale grab as well, so that came out of the budget. But I think it is going to be a case of trading one of these in for that 7R, I think that kind of makes sense to me. Allows us to get around some of these bigger fields a bit quicker as well and pull some bigger equipment if we need to, especially with the bales. So we've got the Heston baler which can do up to 240, and as soon as you get that on more than a fair stack on a trailer, the other two do start to bog down, shall we say. So yeah, I think that's fair. We'll also have a look, see if there's any farmland around us that's relatively priced. I don't think there is. I mean, you're still looking at 114 for that. It'd be nice if we could start looking at taking out some of these, and maybe a loan is going to come in, but not just yet, I don't think. So yeah, I think it's been a long few days. We got the contract out of the way, managed to get a few quid in the back pocket, and so on that note, I'll leave you for another episode. Once again, thank you for watching as always. If you've liked the episode, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in episode 4. Thank you very much. Bye bye.